Okay, so I did my face already because I did that for another video. I did a highlight and contour video, and so I did my brows before I came on camera, as well as this eye. Now I wanted to try to do something different, and I feel like, I mean, it's alright. It's not the best look I've ever done, but I am going to tell you how to do a cut crease, so hopefully it helps. And I think at the end I'm going to maybe darken this edge up a little bit, but in the meantime I'm going to start on my other eye, and hopefully this goes well and I can make it the same as the other one. So I'm going to zoom you in, and this is going to be hard because, actually, oh, that's perfect. So I'm going to tilt you down a little bit. So this is my new mirror, so if you see this, I'm sorry, but I gotta figure out some way to do this right. So basically I'm using, this is the brush that I'm using. It's an Urban Decay Electric palette brush, so it came in that palette. And I'm using the, oh my gosh, this is so dirty, I'm so sorry, Kathleen Lights and Morphe collaboration palette. And it's so beautiful. I don't think it's online anymore, but I was lucky enough to snag it. But I'm just using these two, as well as this transition shade and this kind of frosty shade. But these are also pretty universal shades that you could probably use or find in a lot of palettes. So let's give this a go. This is as close as I can get you. So I'm going to use the fluffy end of this brush and the transition orangey shade, and I am going to, it's not blended super well. So I just want to preface this, or start by saying, it's hard for me to do cut creases because, as you can see when I open my eyes, I have very hooded eyes. So this, I would think, is my crease, but if I put anything there, when I open my eyes, it's gone. So it's difficult for people with hooded eyes, so you have to kind of go above where you think your natural crease would be. So for me, I can't just do like a straight line of shadow and be like, oh, done, there's my crease. I really kind of have to blend out my shadows and then cut my crease with concealer, which you would do anyways, but I really have to define it with the concealer. Like, that's the most important part for me, because I have to really make my own crease and find where it is, because if I don't do it high enough, then it'll just disappear. So I'm using this orange transition shade just to kind of like lay down my first color, and I'm going to smoke it out. Which is a lot smaller and more defined. And I'm going to kind of go back and forth between this darker and this darker like raspberry shade and burgundy shade and this lighter purpley shade. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth between them, use which one I need, and go a little bit below where I just put that shadow, but still high enough that it's not going to be hidden by my folds in my lids. But it's best to take your time, because the more, oh my gosh, this is giving me a headache. Ow, you know when your headband's way too tight? Because the more shadow that you layer on, or the more concealer you layer on, there's a chance that it might end up looking cakey. So you just really want to take your time. And then I'm just using the other side just to blend, like I said. Now you could do so many different things with a cut crease. I already have 2 liner cut crease looks on my page, on my Instagram page, so that's why I wanted to try to do something different. But my favorite way to do a cut crease is to leave this as negative space, do a nice wing, and maybe put a little bit of glitter in there, or even just leave it. I think that's a really nice look. But I wanted to try to do something a little bit different today. I think that's how I want it to be. So now the best thing to do is to take a nice flat or very small detail brush. This one is a Tarte brush I got for free with a purchase on their website. So I don't know if you can purchase it. It doesn't have a name or anything. I just know it's a Tarte brush. And I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm not going to pick up a lot because I don't really need a lot. I'm just going to pick up a tiny little bit, and I'm going to cut my crease. So as you can see, when I open my eyes, this whole section right where my crease is disappears. So I want to try to go a little bit above that. Kind of just want to make sure that it's close to the other eye. They don't look too different. But you don't have to be as precise with this as you do with like a winged liner. So I think that's pretty good. If you mess up or if you go too high, you can always take your really small end of your brush and very, very lightly kind of just go over the end or the bottom of that crease that you made and just kind of fix it. So it's not perfect, but I have to make mine kind of shaped weird, otherwise you're not going to be able to see it. For this, I took this Wet n Wild brush that's just a little bit smaller than the one that I just used, but it's the same shape, same concept. And I went into this dark shade and I kind of used it as a wing. What's different about that? Anyways, so I kind of just made the line first and then filled it in with the shadow. Now make sure to leave some negative space in there because that's the crease that you just cut, and I feel like I went a little bit too high, so I'm just taking the leftover concealer on the brush, mixing a lot. So now I'm going to go in with this lighter shade, and it ends up kind of blending into the other one, but I think there is a subtle difference. And if it's not perfect, don't worry about it because you're going to put glitter on the top. I have to fix this, it's really bothering me. So like I said, everything you do can be fixed with concealer. Don't worry about it. And now I'm going to take this kind of frosty purpley shade right here. So now I'm going to use that, oh shit, that was a lot, on the inner third. You just want to make sure to blend all of these shades together. Keep picking up the shades and kind of just blending them together so it's more of like an ombre effect. So I'm just adding the teeniest bit of the matte black shade in this palette to the outer corners. I prefer a little bit more of a smoky eye. So I'm going back and forth between that black and that dark plum shade. Now, I'm using one of my new glitter liners. Now I just have to show you this because I think it's awesome. So I got all of these. I believe there's 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 of them. And they're all different colors. The applicator is kind of, it's not super precise, so it's really hard to get a perfect line. So I kind of just used it to just completely fill my negative space. But if you didn't want to do that, just use a more precise glitter liner. By the way, I'm using this one. Oh my gosh. I'm using this really cool crystal, like white crystal one It's shade 2. This one is one of my favorites besides the pink one. And I'm just, like I said, filling in the negative space. But if I were using my Urban Decay, I would have just made like one precise line. I'm just going to use the same brush, and I'm taking that orangey brown transition shade and smoking it out. Then I'm taking the lighter purple shade because you kind of want to go from dark to light most of the time. It just helps build the color very slowly rather than going straight in with the dark color and looking like a raccoon. If you like blink, or not blink, but if you close your eyes, your glitter liner will transfer. And that's why it's hard for me, because I have such bad hooded eyelids that when I use glitter, like, it kind of hides most of it and it will really transfer really bad. So that is my struggle, and it basically just got everywhere. This is a horrible tutorial. Alright, so I'm gonna curl my lashes and just call this one done. What am I doing? I need this mirror. So I'm going to curl my lashes. Ow! Fuck. So I'm using my... I'm so over this setup. Like, I'm so over it. It's horrible. So I'm using my Better Than Sex mascara and hunching like a hunchback to see into my really short mirror. And then I go over it with my Jordana Best Lash Extreme mascara, which is like $2. You can get it on the Walgreens website. That's where I got mine. No, I didn't do that. I got it from Amazon, actually. I lied. But it's literally like $2. I scrape off the excess because there's way too much on there. Oh my gosh, so clumpy. This never happens. I swear it never looks this clumpy. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god, I can't.
I don't know what's happening. My eyelashes never look this bad. I swear on my life. So apparently my eyelash glue is gone. I have a bad feeling that Luna ate it. I'm over it. So I'm lining my lips with the Wet n Wild gel lip liner in the shade Bear to Comment. This is definitely my favorite lip liner right now. And then I'm taking my Sephora cream lip stain. I hate that they don't have shade names. All I know is this is shade 24. But they only put the numbers on the bottom, which really irks me. So this is shade 24. It's a really beautiful color. So this is the final look. It is a cut crease with no lashes because I can't find my glue. And it's kind of a burgundy color, and I really just filled the negative space with glitter, which isn't my favorite, but for me, like, when I close my eyes, you can't tell. If you don't have hooded eyelids, I would try to be more precise, but since mine fold up and disappear, it's not a huge deal. I kind of just use my shadow as like a second wing on the bottom. This isn't my favorite look, but I wanted to try something different and also at the same time show you guys how to do a cut crease. I know a lot of people struggle with it, and it is sometimes difficult, but really just stick to the basics on how to do it and you should be good. Just use a nice detailed brush, a nice concealer, carve out your crease, and usually that's really all you have to do. Just take your time, go slowly. That's what's really important in my opinion, is to just really kind of focus the shadow where you want it to be. Take your time, build up slowly, because otherwise you're really going to be using a lot of concealer. Sometimes it can cake up. So cut creases are super in right now. In my opinion, a lot of them look the exact same, which is totally fine. It's just I wanted to try to do something different. So that's why I did this look. I love these colors, like the burgundy colors. Highly recommend these. I talk about them all the time. The reason why I didn't do my face makeup in this video is because I did it in another video that I just filmed before this one. I wanted to show you guys how to contour and highlight. So if you're interested in that and you didn't watch that one yet, then go and check it out. Basically all I can say, I hope this helped if you were struggling with a cut crease, if you wanted to learn how to do a cut crease. It's pretty easy. If you have any more questions or any suggestions on any looks, please let me know. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like me, like always, please subscribe. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!